of Outscal and is now currently working with Outscal. So a quick introduction, Mala, for everyone here in the
Yeah.
session today.
Hey, hi guys. Really nice seeing you all. So as Satnamji said, actually I am an alumni of Outscale, and I was a student of batch 3 actually, and right now we are kickstarting our 19th batch. So that is really proud moment for all of us. But yeah, like short intro about me. When I was a student, I learned a lot of things from Outscale, from overall mentors as well as Satnamji. Then I got placed into the company called as DevTouch. I worked there for few months as a game developer. I have been active developer for the released updates of that company. Majorly, I was working on sports genre related games like cricket, baseball, as well as table tennis and yeah, like some hyper casual games as well, multiplayer hyper casual games. So yeah, like that's about me. And then I decided back to join Outscale because my core motivation is to help bunch of people to get them into a right companies, especially related to the gaming industry. So yeah, like that's about me. Thanks a lot. I'm really excited to see you all.
Well, thank you, Mala. So I guess people are still joining in and connecting to the audio. So that's fine. If you have any queries or questions regarding the gaming industry or in general about the program, about anything in general, just feel free to drop them down in the chat. I'll be more than happy to take on those questions. We'll be starting with the session. As you guys can also see, there are quite a few people joining in. So we'll just give 5-10 minutes to everyone to join in, and then we'll start with the session eventually. And any kind of questions you have, gaming industry, what is the job opportunities, what kind of packages you get, what kind of companies are hiring in India in general, what scope is there, whatever questions you might have, happy to discuss about it. You can simply drop them down in chat, and I and Mala will be more than happy to take on that. So Mala, as he already mentioned, he's working with Outscale as a subject matter expert, and he's going to be your mentor or guide for the day. So initially, we might discuss about the program a bit and about the gaming industry in general. But once we're done with that, then we'll move ahead with the session, and Malar will be taking over from me, where he'll be discussing about game projects. So even if you are a fresher, don't have any kind of experience, technical, even if you are a non-technical person, don't have any kind of experience, want to get into the gaming industry, want to know the stepping stone. So a lot of people here might have questions regarding Metaverse in general, what it is. A lot of people might think Metaverse is something that Facebook has created. Absolutely wrong. So whatever kind of questions you might have, just feel free to drop in the chat. So Bashish, I can see you raised your hand. So whatever questions you have, just drop in the chat and I'll take it up from there. And we'll continue with the session, and we'll get to interact as well, and then we'll get to know each other as well as we move ahead with the session. So any kind of questions that you might have, please feel free to drop in the chat. And yeah, so I am new here, please guide me, Sam. So the session has just started. We'll officially be starting at 7 p.m. We're just letting people to join in. People are usually a bit late for sessions, so we're just allowing people to join in. But yeah, just stay for a while and you will get to know the way to move ahead. Sagar, I want job in gaming industry. Great, Sagar, you are at the right place. This is where you actually start to get a job in gaming industry if you want. There are other industries as well, but gaming industry is also there. So yeah, this is the place you can actually start if you want a job in gaming industry. We'll discuss about what kind of job opportunities are available shortly. But if you have any specific questions about that, also please feel free to drop them down in the chat. Sanket, what is today's agenda, sir? Sanket, the agenda is very simple. We'll talk about in general about the gaming industry. We'll talk about Outscale's full stack game development program, and then we'll be building a game project. Even if you are not like interested in joining the program in the longer run, not an issue. You can still continue with the session and you can build a hands-on project. So just to get an idea about what game development is about. And it doesn't matter whether you are a fresher, whether you are experienced, or whether like you have some sorts of knowledge. We have projects for all kind of people with us. Even if you are from a non-technical background, doesn't matter. We have a project for you as well. So yeah, that is something that's there, and that's the agenda for the day. Subhasis, and there's another person, animals and something. Please, if you have any queries, please put them in the chat and I'll be more than happy to take it up. What is the best qualification for the game development? Sam, sorry. There's nothing in general, qualification wise. You just need to be good with coding skills. You need to understand at least one gaming engine. That is what we'll be working on as well. And that's about more or less the qualification for us for this program. The basic qualification is for us, for the program, the basic qualification is you should have basic English communication skills, and you should have at least be above the age of 18 on the minimum. And if you meet these two qualifications, then you are qualified for the program in general. So that is only what we require. Nandan, if I am not audible, just disconnect and reconnect. I hope I am audible. If I'm audible, guys, can you drop in a thumbs up in the chat quickly? And if I'm not audible, just drop a thumbs down in the chat. This way I'll know how many people are able to hear me or not hear me. Just a quick thumbs up in the chat would be great from everyone. Those people who are not able to hear me, just drop a thumbs down so I can understand if the issue is on my end. I guess most people can hear me. I'm getting a thumbs up. So Malhar, can you just type in and let Nandan know that he has to just disconnect and reconnect so that he can look into that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sam, I hope that answers your question about qualification. Nachiket, and this is for everyone. If you guys are putting in any kind of questions, please make sure you're putting it in the chat for everyone to look at, just because it's easier if everyone has a knowledge and an idea about what question we are covering over here. Otherwise, people are sitting in the blank. They don't have an idea about what question we are covering over here. So what's the scope of gaming industry in the next 5 years or so? So Nachiket, generally speaking, if you guys are familiar with Metaverse, let me just give you a quick overview about it. Metaverse is nothing but a virtual environment where people can interact with computer generated stuff and can interact with their avatars online. So it's nothing but that sort of a universe that's gonna be there. So if we are talking about it in general, game developers are gonna be the one who's gonna lead this universe. There's not gonna be anyone else who's gonna be leading, but game developers are gonna be the ones. So if you'll research about Metaverse as well, Unity and Unreal, the two companies. So Unreal is actually owned by Epic Games in general. So Epic Games and Unity are the two leaders who are actually leading the Metaverse at the moment. It's not Facebook or Meta that's leading Metaverse, but Facebook named itself after the Metaverse that is being currently led by Unreal and Unity. So game development is the next big thing that's gonna happen. In general, if we talk about gaming industry also, the gaming industry is like the biggest industry at the moment, like one of the biggest industry if you combine both the movie industry of the entire world as well as the music industry of the entire world. Both of them put together, the gaming industry is bigger than both of those industries put together. So that is what kind of opportunities and growth opportunities are available at the moment in this. The next question is there any upfront fees? Yokesh, we have various different models. We have upfront fees model, we have hybrid model, we have postpaid model after you get a job. So you don't pay Outscale any tuition fees upfront. You pay only after you get a job. So we have different kind of models, and we'll discuss about these models in detail shortly once we start with the session. I don't know any programming skills. That's not an issue, Sam. We'll be starting from the very basics. So yeah, that's not an issue at all. Animals and everyday topics. What is the course fee? As I just said, there are different models available, and the course fees is variable based on what model you are opting in for. So yeah, we'll discuss about each model in detail shortly in the next 10-15 minutes itself, not longer than that. Sir, what type of softwares are used in game development? Shubham, there are a wide variety of softwares that are used in game development. You can work on Unity Gaming Engine, Unreal Gaming Engine, Cocos, WebGL. Lots and lots of gaming engines are there that you can work on. But then again, particularly, our major focus is not to get you familiar with the softwares, but it's more to get you an idea about how to be a good developer. Once you are a good developer, you can work with whatever software you want to work with. So if you are guys are familiar with Excel or Google Sheets, they are sorry, both spreadsheet softwares, but they have certain different functionalities. Same goes for gaming engine. If you understand one gaming engine and you understand the basics of programming, then you can use any of the gaming engines going ahead. This is a very common phenomena with our developers as well in general, that they study with us on Unity, but only 40% developers end up working on Unity, moving ahead with their careers. When they start working with the companies, 60% of the developers start working on some other technologies, whether it's Unreal or Cocos and all. And companies are more than happy to hire them as well because they have good programming skills in general. Sir, what type of softwares? I guess that is something I've answered. Sir, how much stacks will we learn in the whole program? So we'll be working on quite a few technologies during the program, including C++, C Sharp, Unity 3D gaming engine, Node.js, JavaScript. We'll even be working on data structures and algorithms, basics and advanced. And I'll discuss about this in detail as we move ahead. Avi Dwivedi, lol, no, not correct. Avi, I'm not sure what wasn't correct, but yeah, I am happy to discuss if you have some point that you disagree with from my end. I'm not sure for what you have written that. Really sorry. Sir, is a 3DS Max is useful to create games? I'm not sure. Rajesh, sorry, Malhar, can you take up this question, please?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, it is useful. It is one of the game engine that is widely used as well. Majority of the game development happens in Unity and Unreal, but there are other engines like. But majority of the time, 3DX Max is used for modeling as well. So yeah, like it depends upon what type of use case and what type of games that you want to make.
Cool. So I hope this answers your question, Rajesh. This is going to be the final question before we start. Actually, we've already overshot by 2 minutes. So what kind of education qualification are the gaming companies looking for apart from knowledge of programming? Anuj, and can we start from 10th? Okay, so Anuj, you can start from 10th. From what my personal experience has been with Outscale, and see, the gaming companies also have to set some kind of qualification barrier. So from what we see in Outscale in general, the gaming companies are open to hire whatever kind of developers Outscale is providing to them. They don't do a very thorough background check just because they know the referral is coming through Outscale. So they understand that there is going to be a quality developer at the end of the candidate that has been provided to them, just because they've hired from us in the past, or they have seen that other companies are hiring from Outscale, and there's a reputation that Outscale has built in the gaming industry when it comes to especially supplying talent to top studios in India. But then again, Outscale has worked with quite a few dropouts and have got them successfully placed and kickstarted their career in a successful manner. We particularly if you are currently in 10th, I'm not sure what your age is and whether you are eligible to join into Outscal's program as well or not. So I guess you can give a call to the admissions team and we'll discuss about this in detail. If you still have any queries, the admissions team will connect you with me and we can jump on a one-on-one call to discuss about this in detail and understand what's your current situation and what you want to do with your career in particular. So there are a lot of employability laws that also come into play if you are under the age of 18. So that is something that's also there. I guess more questions are coming in, but for now, I'll just pause it. As I said, we'll start at 7. So first of all, hi, welcome to all people who've joined late. This is Satnamji from Outscal. I am currently working with Outscal as head of admissions. And in my career, I've worked with 50 plus companies in India and even global brands like Ubisoft, Rockstar, EA, Zynga, with their hiring requirements, especially in the field of game development, and Indian companies like MPL and Jungly. So I have quite a good understanding about what they're looking for. And we have with us Malar, who's an alumni of Outscal, but is now currently working as Outscal at Outscal as a subject matter expert. He is going to be your mentor for the day. So welcome to Malar as well. And I'll be the host. So I'll give you a quick overview about the program in general, answer most of your queries and questions. And then Malhar will be the mentor. He'll be guiding you through the game projects for the day. And even if you have no prior experience with programming in general or no prior experience, or if you have a lot of experience even with programming or game development in general, we have a project for you. So don't be worried or don't think that no, it's going to be basic or it's going to be advanced. We have a balanced approach towards this and we have separate projects for separate kind of experienced people. So moving ahead, before I start, I'd like you guys all know about me, you know about Malar, but I'd just like to get to know about a lot of people who are there in the session. So we can't do one-on-one introductions, but what I'll request everyone to quickly do is if everyone can quickly turn on their cameras. We'll play a quick game. It will be an interactive game. This way we'll get to know each other in a better manner. And I'll also get to know what kind of audience we have for today's session so that you guys can also benefit in a better manner from today's session. So if everyone can quickly turn on their cameras and switch to gallery view. So on the right top corner, there will be an option to switch from speaker view to gallery view. Just switch to gallery view and just turn on your cameras. If everyone can come on to cameras, it will be a fun game. If everyone can't, like people are not on cameras, it's eventually going to end up being a boring game. So if everyone can quickly come on to camera, it will be great. Even if you are on your mobile phones, doesn't matter. I understand everyone's currently working from home or studying from home. So everyone is in a chill situation, not very sorted backgrounds. Absolutely fine, absolutely understandable. But the more the people on camera, the better it's going to be. So if everyone can quickly come on cameras, we'll just wait for 30 more seconds to let everyone come on cameras. Sagar is, I guess, on camera, but his video is not visible. I can see more people joining onto camera. So yeah, fine. Cool. So it's a very simple game. We'll just try to get to know each other in a better manner. What we need to do is we need to cover our cameras with our thumbs or our hands. I'll ask a series of questions, the answer to which will either be yes or no. So if the answer to the question is yes, you simply show your face and this way we know what kind of audience we have in today's session. If the answer is no, you keep your faces hidden. So that way I also know that, okay, these people are not relatable to this question or whatever the question was there. So just a sample question. If everyone can quickly cover their cameras and I'll ask a sample question before we move ahead with the game. So the first simple question is that if your name starts with S, show your face. It's as simple as that. So yeah, my name starts with S. Then we have Shivam, Sam, and Sukhbir. A lot of S's, in fact, today in the session. So Sagar, Siddharth, Subhashish. So this way, everyone's showing their face basically. Whoever's name starts with S. So now I'll start with the actual questions. If everyone can again cover their cameras quickly. The next question I have is, if you are an active gamer, that is, you play games at least twice a week. Show your face. At least twice, minimum of twice a week. Okay. We have quite active gamers. Okay, cool. Next question I have for everyone is, if you are very active and play almost every day and have played some sorts of a game in the last 24 hours, basically, show your face. Last 24 hours, if you've played any games. Okay. Oh, very active gamers. Next question, if you have played PUBG in the last 24 hours. PUBG in the last 24 hours. Okay. Jay has played. Subhashis has played. Okay. Not a lot of Shivam, Sam. Okay. Not a lot of active PUBG players, I guess. Fine. Cool. Next question I have is, if before coming to know about Outscal, you had already decided that you wanted to build a career in game development, show your face. Before coming to know about Outscal in general. Okay. Oh, okay. Like it's a full house, I guess. Everyone's like, they had already decided they want to build a career in game development. Cool. That's pretty dope. Cool. So if you have worked on some sorts of game projects till now, however small it might be, it might not even be a video game. It can be like even a tic-tac-toe type game or paper game or some concept games, basically. If you have worked, show your face. Okay, so we have Malhar, Tarun, Nandan, and Sam. Okay, we have 4 people who worked on some sorts of games. Okay, cool. A last question. It's just to understand the basic division. But if you are from a technical background, that is from a programming background, show your face. Okay. So we have quite a few people from non-technical background as well, I guess, today. Fine, cool, guys. It was fun. Just got a sense of what kind of audience we have in today's session and what kind of experience people hold. So thank you so much for playing along. I'll quickly share my screen now so that we can actually move ahead with the session, and I'll give a quick overview about the program in general, how the program works, how Outscale also came into being, and what is the problem we are also trying to solve. And then we'll discuss about the program in detail. And if you have any queries, questions during this entire session that I'll be doing, just feel free to put them down in chat, and I'll be more than happy to take up those questions after we've completed the orientation session or initial part of the orientation. So just give me 1 second. I'll just share my screen. Just give me a quick thumbs up in the chat if my screen is visible to everyone. A quick thumbs up in the chat will do. Guys, I'm not sure whether my screen is visible. A thumbs up in the chat will do. If it's not, just drop thumbs down. Okay, it's cool. I guess it's visible. Fine. Sounds good. So yeah, I guess cool. So today, like, the session is full stack game development orientation session. It's just about how the program is going to be. So first of all, we'll talk about the full stack game development program. Then we'll have a few Q&A session where we will discuss about questions regarding the program in general, and also about gaming industry. If you have any queries, we already discussed a few, but still, if you have any, we'll discuss about that. And then we'll work on building some game projects. So I'll not take a lot of time. I'll just move ahead with this. So Outscale was founded by Mayank. If I don't know how many of you are familiar with him, but you can go on LinkedIn and search for his profile. You'll be able to see his background and what he's done. So he studied from DCE, Delhi College of Engineering, and then currently it's known as GTU, moved to US, studied with CMU, worked with some of the top brands like EA, Dana, Kixeye, came back to India, worked with Jungly Games and other top brands in India as well. Figured out that there was a huge lag between the demand and the supply factor in gaming industry in India in particular. There were a lot of companies that were looking to hire developers, game developers, but then again, there were not a lot of good quality developers available. So that's when Outscale came to being in 2018. And since then, Outscale has become a solid brand name in supplying quality talent to some of the top companies in India, as well as some of the big MNCs that are now setting up their offices in India that didn't have a game development team prior to this, like Ubisoft, Rockstar, Sumo Digital. So that's how Outscale came into being, and that's the problem we are trying to solve in general. And a lot of people here, I'm not sure how sure you are about career in game development or not, but I'll just try to tell you what's the difference between IT industry and game industry in general. So first is the average level CTC. It's like in gaming industry, from Outscale, the package is a bit higher. It's close to 6.5 LPA. But then again, in gaming industry in general, if you are a game development and you are entering into the industry, your average fresher level package is 5 lakhs per annum. But then again, you need to have the right skill set for that. It doesn't mean that anyone will be able to get 5 lakhs per annum. It just means that you have to right skill set to enter into the gaming industry. Whereas in the IT industry, as you can see, it's 2.8 lakhs per annum. In a recent journal related to gaming industry, I'm not sure how many of you follow the gaming industry closely, but I, being a part of it, follow it very closely. So it was given that what is the growth rate and how the packages and salaries have grown over the past 10 years in the gaming industry and IT industry. So in 2010, it was clearly mentioned that the average package or IT industry person, general IT industry person was getting was 2.3 lakhs per annum. And in the previous 11 years, from 2010 to 2021, it's grown just 0.5 LPA, and it's gone to 2.8 lakhs per annum from 2.3 lakhs per annum. As compared to the gaming industry, where the package at that time was close to 2 lakhs per annum, when in 2010, way back in 2010, when gaming industry was still a new concept in India. And right now, given it's picked up quite well, there are a lot of big players in the gaming industry now. If you are familiar with Nazara, it's the first Indian gaming brand that's actually gone and published it IPO as well. So on an average, it's grown 3 lakh. It's almost grown 250% from what it used to be in 2010. So that is what the industry growth rate also specifies. So if you do a normal Google search, you will figure out the IT industry growth rate is 2.34% as compared to the game development industry rate that is close to 22% in general. So that is what is there. And a lot of people have this question that there are lesser jobs in gaming industry, but then again, there are even lesser applicants in gaming industry. It's not about lesser number of jobs, but it's also about the number of applicants that are there in the gaming industry. So in general, if I'm talking about IT industry, on an average, if there's a job in LinkedIn, there are close to 22 people applying for a single job in the IT industry. And when it comes to game development or gaming industry in general, there are even lesser people, like 0.6 is the average applicant rate when it comes to gaming industry in general. So that is how it works. Talking about placements, we've already discussed this. A few of these brands I've already worked with closely with their top hiring needs and whatever kind of game developers they need. But Outscale has a partnership with over 200 gaming studios in India and even internationally that have already hired from Outscale or are reviewing candidates from our current batches, and like are in the pipeline of reviewing or have recently been onboarded. These are only some of the brands of 200 plus that Outscale is already partnering with and supporting them with their hiring requirements in general. Talking about success stories, again, a lot of people over here mentioned that they are from non-technical background, don't have a solid technical knowledge. So over there, a very simple case comes to my mind of Chinmay. I remember Chinmay was, again, I guess, Malhar's batch, if I'm not wrong. Malhar, just give me a thumbs up. I think he was from your batch. So Chinmay was from a non-technical background, didn't have any prior programming knowledge, anything like that. And he joined into the program in his final year at that time. And by the time the program ended, his final year was not complete. he was from a non-technical background, but he already had a job that he was doing along with while he was in college, basically. So yeah, his college allowed him to take up that job, but he was working as a game developer with one of the brands at 6+ LPA after being from a non-technical background, basically. So that I guess answers questions for people who are from non-technical background, thinking whether they'll be able to make a mark. And this is just one of the examples. There are a lot of other examples that are there. But given that I have worked with Chinmay particularly, and we still interact a lot about his career journey, overall, what kind of difficulties he faces while he's doing his job, what is different from him from a normal BTech person. So it's almost like, since he started with the job, it's almost like normal for him. For like any other developer that's there in the industry working in his company, it's simple for that. But then again, doesn't require any particular sets of qualification for you to break into the industry. Just the right skill set in game development in general. If you have that, you can surely break into the gaming industry. Another example, if there are people who are already from experience, have some sorts of experience in gaming industry, then I'll just quickly take over the example of Manas. Even Setunath is from same category. You guys might know of Encore Games. But yeah, Manas is also from same category. Both of them were working in the gaming industry for 3-4 years, were stuck at a job, earning packages of 3-4 lakhs per annum, were not able to scale up in general. And that is when Outscal came into, like, they joined Outscal, did the program with Outscal, got a job that was paying almost double of what they were earning earlier, just because they already have some sorts of background in gaming industry. So that is what these stories are about. But what I'll prefer is if you'll just go on to LinkedIn. So all these people are there on LinkedIn. They have connected with Outscal as well. They posted about Outscal as well. But don't worry about what they've posted. Don't worry about what they have done with Outscal. Just go over there, message them. Hey, I am looking to join into Outscal, need an honest feedback, and just talk to them. I hope they'll be able to provide you with the right feedback and the right guidance based on your particular journey, whether Outscal is the right fit for you or not. Of course, Outscal's admission team is also there to help you guide with it. But then again, you can connect with all these alumni, talk to them. And LinkedIn is something that Outscal emphasizes in general a lot, because it helps out a lot in a lot of manners. We eventually, a lot of times, don't have to reach out to companies and refer you out, but companies start reaching out to you on your own. Whether it's the case of Malhar also, he was placed in his 3rd month during the program itself. He actually started his job while doing the program. He dropped out from the program, then did his job, and then came back, completed whatever was remaining of his program. So it was quite like that kind of a journey. But then again, if you have a good LinkedIn profile, if you are able to showcase your projects in a good manner on LinkedIn, it's a very, very important thing over there. And you can connect with all these people on LinkedIn as well and talk to them and figure out whether Outscal is the right step moving ahead for you or not. So a quick question is there, but Malha, can we go live with this? I guess I asked this. A lot of people were not on camera at that time, so I guess we missed quite a few people. But yeah, what kind of game development experience do you currently have? Like, if you have some sorts of professional experience, or you've done some projects on your own, or you have done some tutorials, or like you just know that games are something that's very cool, but don't have any sorts of prior experience in the industry. Okay, so we have people who've actually professional game industry experience, or have built projects as well. And then there are people who have done some sorts of tutorials as well. So seems great. If everyone can quickly go in and put in their answers, and we'll just get done with this, and we'll be able to share the results with everyone who's on the call, so that people also get to know what kind of audience there are in the session for today. Okay, cool. I guess, Malar, we have got most of the answers in. So I don't think more people are coming in. So yeah, I guess there are quite a few people who are still figuring their way out to enter into the gaming industry in general. But majority of the people, not majority, but quite a few people, I guess, don't have any sorts of prior knowledge about gaming industry, or they just know it's a cool job to have, They don't know how and what and how it'll work out. So yeah, basically it's Outscale's job to help you out with the same. So moving ahead with this about the program in general, it's a 7 months program. The total duration of the program is going to be 7 months. The placements will start in the third month itself, and it will continue till 10th month. As I was giving example of Mala, in his case in particular, the companies directly reach out to him. But then again, from Outscale's end, if you are at the top of your clan or batch, clan as we generally call it, then you'll basically be referred out to companies starting from the third month itself. And we usually wrap up the placements around 10th month, because most of the candidates, not most, but all of the candidates get placed by 10th month after completion of the program, even if you are from a non-technical background. So the placements usually carry from 3rd to 10th month. But then again, that doesn't mean that Outscale is going to wave some magic wand. You will have to work hard. We'll just show you the path, and we'll tell you what to do, how to do, when to do. We'll help you connect with the right people. We'll help improve your presentation as a person, your presentation as a developer. We'll even provide you with the right skill set to be a better developer. But then again, it's going to be your own hard work that is going to get you a job moving ahead. Talking about timings in general, the timings for the program are going to be 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday. So even if you are currently working, doesn't matter, isn't something that's very complex. You get done with your job by 5, 6, you have an hour or two of break in between, and then you start with the program around 7 p.m. and continue till 10 p.m. Friday is usually an off day. And then again on weekends, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturday and Sunday, the program goes on. But then again, if you are missing some of the sessions due to any particular reason, you will get a recorded session, so you don't need to be worried about it. Talking about the program overview in general, if you are from technical background, already have a basic knowledge about programming and all, you need to spend only this much duration towards the program. That is 24 hours a week. But then again, if you are from non-technical background, don't have any prior coding or programming knowledge, then you have to spend more time towards the program. And that is close to 35 hours per week for at least the initial month and a half. But once you get into the flow, understand how the programming things work, then you can for sure shift from this to 24-hour a week cycle as well. So we have a quick poll again. Do you think data structures and algorithms is important to build a career in game development or to become a good game developer? So people who are not familiar with what data structures and algorithms is can go in and put in their votes. But they have an option. I have no clue what DSA is. Because we have a lot of non-technical people as well. But then again, if you are a technical background, you should have an answer to this question for sure. So I guess, Malar, we've got most of the answers in at the moment. So yeah, as I can see, like almost 85% of the people believe, yes, it's absolutely important. Yes, it is important. If you think that you can use the drag and drop mechanism to be a good game developer, I'm sorry, but I can sit there and do that for a company. They don't need a game developer to work on drag and drop mechanism on any of the gaming engines. They need good programmers and good coders basically to actually be game developers for them. So that is something that's very, very, very important. And to be any kind of a developer, not only game developer, but any kind of a developer, you have to need to have solid data structures and algorithms knowledge. If your data structure and algorithm knowledge is not good, companies are not going to hire you, whether it's a startup or whether it's one of the MANG companies or FANG companies, whatever their acronym is at the moment. They will check your data structure and algorithm skills while they are hiring you for any kind of developer role. Talking about curriculum, we already discussed this briefly earlier, but the game development curriculum will cover your C++, C#, Unity 3D, data structures and algorithms. And all these topics will not only be covered under basics, advanced also will be covered. And then you will have some bonus material that will be going around just to give you an overall wholesome idea about what full stack development is about, basically. So if you already have some sorts of basic knowledge, it's great. Your basics will be revised, and if there will be any loopholes over there, they'll be covered. If you don't have any basic knowledge, don't worry, you'll be starting from the basics, and everything will be covered from the basics, and it will be going on till advanced. And in the bonus material, the major focus will remain on multiplayer games, Node.js, JavaScript, and all. But then again, that is not something that's bonus, but that is something that will be helpful for you at some stage moving ahead in your career as well. Talking about projects, I already mentioned a lot of companies that hire from Outscal hire directly the candidates directly through LinkedIn. But then again, they can only hire if you showcase your work on LinkedIn. And what will you showcase? So that is where projects come in. So you will have 2 C++ flagship projects, 6 Unity projects, and 20 data structures and algorithms projects or repositories. So a total of 28 projects or repositories will be there for you to work on during the entire program. In general, if you talk about college, you do just 2 projects, one minor, one major. For people who are from BTech and from people who are from non-technical, trust me, college is doing nothing worthwhile at the moment, if I talk about developers in particular. So that is where Outscal will heavily hone on your coding skills by getting you to work on a lot of projects in general. And then again, you will be working on a lot of projects on your own as well, so that it doesn't only result in you getting a solid idea about what kind of projects are required, but it will also help fill in the cracks. And with Outscal, there will be mentors that will be working with you, not only teaching you what's required or telling you what's required, but then again, they'll be giving you live feedback on your code, one-on-one reviews, a lot of one-on-one sessions for people who feel they need to schedule extra sessions and just the group sessions are not enough. So that is something that's going to be there throughout and out for the 7 months duration of the program. And that will help you actually understand what is the requirements of the industry. And I guess that is something that this slide also wants to talk about. When you talk about a college professor, the general thing is that they've been in the college, teaching in the college for the past 20 years. They don't know what's the requirement of the industry. And that was the case for me as well. If I am talking about myself in general as well, my professors were great people. They were great guides for me throughout my college. But then again, they didn't know what skill set I needed to enter into the industry is very different from what they are teaching me. The stuff they are teaching me, trust me, I haven't used even a single thing in my entire experience till now. Never have I ever gone back to my college books, opened it and studied, okay, this was the formula that was taught to me by my college professor. Would I need it again? That is something that never happens. Absolutely doesn't happen. And that is where Outscal brings in industry mentors, people who have a full-time job in the industry, are working with one of the top brands in the industry, whether it's the game development mentors like Mayank or Kanishk in general, who are working, like Mayank himself has a solid work experience, 10 plus years of game development experience with the industry and is constantly in touch with top brands, or Kanishk, who's worked with some of the brands like SMT, currently working with SMT, in fact, which is a big esports brand in the US. He's working in the US currently as well, from Bay Area, San Francisco. So whether it's about the game development mentors or whether it's about the computer science mentors who come from top companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Oyo, Uber, Zomato, all these people have hands-on experience. They are already working in the industry. They know what they are hiring for, and they will try to provide you with the exact same skill set, basically, because they are already aware about what is the requirement in their company. They understand what the company is going to test you for, what is the requirement in the industry for the same, and they'll train you with the same skill set moving ahead with Outscal's program. So that is why the mentors that Outscal brings in add a lot of value as compared to your general college professors, if there are people who are currently in college. And then for anyone who's already in the industry might be able to relate with me when I say that a lot of times, I'm not saying my college professors were awesome people. great people. I learned a lot from them. But then again, nothing that they taught me is something that I've ever used once I stepped into the industry. So that is the major difference that is there between Outscale's mentors and your college professors. This question is just to check whether you are sleeping or awake. So we just discussed how many projects or repositories we'll be working on. So Malar, if we could quickly go live with the poll just to see how many people are actually awake in the session at the moment. Not sure how many of them are currently listening, but live repositories projects you will be working on during the program. Okay, there are quite a few people answering differently. One answer has the majority, and then there are a few people who are answering here and there. Guys, wake up. We've already discussed this in detail. I mentioned it multiple times. You will be working on 28 projects in total. I guess, Malar, we've got most of the answers in. So yeah, we'll be working on 28 projects in total. There will be 2 C++ projects, 6 Unity projects, and then 20 data structure algorithms repositories or projects that you will be working on. And as you can see, people have voted in for 6 projects, 10 projects, or 14 projects. Guys, no, that's the wrong answer. We'll be having a total of 28 projects or repositories at the end of this program. And that is very important, because the number of projects you have on your GitHub account is gonna decide whether you get a job or not. Companies out there have a lot of candidates they can hire from, but why should they hire you? They should hire you because you have projects and repositories under your belt. And that is something that's very, very, very important. Moving ahead, this is a question everyone has. Okay, Abhi has just mentioned what is the fees for the program. Abhi, we're going to talk about the different fees options that are available for the program. So first is the postpaid option, or ISA. In general, people who've been in previous sessions might be aware about the word ISA, or income share agreement. The second one is the hybrid model. It's a mix of both ISA and upfront model. And the third one is prepaid option. So you can choose from either of the 3 options based on your own absolute choice, whatever suits you. It's absolutely fine from Outscale's end, whatever works for you. So moving ahead, if you are opting in for income share agreement, that's the first option. If your package is less than 4.5 lakhs per annum, you are not going to pay Outscale at all. You're gonna pay Outscale 0. If your package is above 4.5 lakhs per annum, then you're gonna pay a monthly installment of 9999, basically. But we'll just talk about how exactly it works. So I guess all the plans should be visible to me. Visible to you on the screen. So if you are opting in for ISA, there are a total of 25 EMIs of 9999 that you have to pay. But then again, you don't have to pay right now, as was obvious in this slide. You only have to pay once you get a job above 4.5 lakhs per annum. If you are not getting a job, you're not paying Outscale anything. And then once you start earning, you are paying a part of your salary to Outscale to cover up for the training for the entire 7 months that Outscale has provided you. So that is what we are charging for. We are not charging you for your placements or connecting you with the companies or anything like that. The major thing that we are charging you for is the training that we are providing. So that is under ISA. During joining the program, you pay a single EMI. That is the first EMI of 9999 you pay while joining into the program. After that, you continue with the program, you get a job. Only after getting the job, you pay the remaining 24 EMIs. If you are not getting a job offer letter above 4.5 lakhs per annum, then you are not paying Outscale anything after that. And this one EMI will also be refunded back to you if you are not able to get a job. Hybrid model is for someone who feels that, okay, no, the amount is too much. I'll look into something that's hybrid. I pay something right now and something I'll pay after I get a job. For those people, they can opt in for the hybrid model, 5 EMIs, or you can even pay the entire amount at once and you can get some discount on that. So you pay the entire, one-time payment discounts are available, it's mentioned, I guess. So you pay 5 EMIs during the program or at the time of joining the program, and then remaining 15 EMIs you pay in the similar fashion. If you are not able to get a package above 4.5 lakhs per annum, you're going to end up paying zero, and whatever you have paid will be refunded back to you. If you end up getting a package of 4.5 lakhs per annum, then you'll start paying basically 9999 for 15 months because you've already paid 5 months. So that is something that will become lesser. And then the final is the upfront model or the prepaid model that is there. It's the normal tuition fees model. In this, you can opt in for one-time payment and you will be eligible for some discounts in that, or you can opt in for 15 EMIs, 15 EMIs basically, and one EMI you pay before joining into the program, and the remaining 14 EMIs you pay after, in 14 months after joining into the program, your program will basically start. So these are the different fee payment model or fee structures that are available. You can get in touch with the admissions team to get a better understanding of these models, figure out which one suits you in a better manner, and then whatever works for you is fine by us, because we are open to whatever model you want to opt in for. Basically, no hard and fast rule from our end, and we are not going to push you into any model at all. You can choose whatever works best for you, basically moving ahead. After orientation session, you simply need to choose your payment plan. You pay first installment of 9999 and you complete a game project basically. Once these three things are done, only then you will be able to enroll into the program. If you are not able to do like any one of the things, basically you will not be able to join into the program. But the most important thing out of this is the game project. So even if you have completed a 9999 installment and your game project is pending, we'll not consider you for the program. It's as simple as that. We might even consider you if you have completed a game project but are facing some issues with the first installment. There is a chance we might consider you still, but then again, we'll not consider you without a game project. And Malar will shortly be moving ahead and discussing about the game project. So that is going to be there. So we are almost at the end of the session of like orientation in general about the program. So any questions, queries can go in the chat. But yeah, these are the three important steps that need to be done after this session. And admissions team will be in touch from our end as well. But then again, if you have any queries, Mala, okay, I am just dropping in my email address in the chat. If anyone wants to have a one-on-one with me, wants to discuss something in general, I'm dropping my email address. Just take it down, copy paste it onto your sticky notes or something, and drop me a mail directly. I'll be more than happy to help you out with this. Abhi, any discount if anyone paid right now? Abhi, as I mentioned, there are discounts available. Get in touch with the admissions team and they'll be able to help you out with what kind of discounts are available if you are paying the amount right now. So that's absolutely fine. Whatever payment options you want to avail. If you are paying one time, then of course there are quite a few discounts that are available basically. Okay, moving ahead, after orientation session, if you are opting in for the ISA, you sign the service agreement, your parent and guardian also signs the agreement, and you provide Outscal with a collateral. So the ISA is nothing but sorts of a loan that Outscal is giving to you that you will pay after you get a job. So you provide Outscal with a collateral. If you go to bank, you provide them with a collateral. So Outscal will also be taking a post-dated check from you that is used only if you violate the agreement. That is, you do the program, get a job, and then disappear. Don't pay Outscal back the service fee that is owed to Outscal for training you for 7 months, basically. So that is the check that is taken. But then again, till now, luckily enough, we have never had to use check for any of the candidates because candidates were more than happy to pay back because they had a job at the end of the program. It's as simple as that. If you don't get a job, you don't pay Outscal anyways. So that's never an issue at all. Talking about hybrid, of course, we've already discussed. This is how it goes. It's a mixture of upfront and postpaid or ISA in general. And in this, you pay 50,000 rupees to Outscal right now, 50K right now. And if you want to opt in for EMIs in that, that is also available. If you are opting to pay 50K in one go, there will be some discounts that might be available. Get in touch with admissions team again for that. You sign the service agreement. Again, it's going to be a similar version of ISA, and your parent and guardian is going to sign the agreement. And then again, the post-dated check is valid for this as well. And finally, the upfront payment plan, already discussed about that as well. In general, you sign the upfront agreement, you pay the full fees, discounts are available. You want to opt in for EMI, there are EMI options available, opt in for that, and then you can move ahead with the program in general. So that, I guess, concludes the session, concludes the details about the full stack game development program for now. If you have any queries, questions, please feel free to drop them down in the chat. And yeah, so any discount if anyone paid, I guess I answered that. Yes, Sharma, what if someone chooses ISA method of payment and runs away after completing the program? I guess I also answered that. Yes, that's the only reason we have to actually take a check, because then again, we are trusting the person with everything. So we have to take that. Before payment, first provide some demo session so that it's easy to understand the course. Abhi, you will be building a game right now. Treat that as a demo session. You'll get a good idea about how exactly the program works, what kind of games you will be working on, what kind of projects you will be working on. So that is something that will be your demo for now, and Malhar will actually be guiding you on how to build your first game. So just go to the game projects. There are 3 game projects in total that are there. You can go through all the 3 projects to understand how it's gonna work. Is the job will be remote based? Krishna, it depends absolutely on what company you are working for. A lot of companies, majorly in gaming industry, a lot of companies are hiring remotely currently. But then again, you can choose whether you want to work with a remote company or you want to work from a physical office. Absolutely gonna be your choice. Outscale in general, we are completely remote, and we don't plan on opening our offices. It's very comfortable working from wherever I want, not only my place, but if I want to go on vacation and work from somewhere else. So a lot of companies in general are hiring remote talent at the moment. But then again, it depends when 7 months down the lane or if each and every company is working from office, it will be impossible for you to get a remote job. But then again, job is something that's going to be in your own hand. We'll help you connect with the right companies, the kind of job you want. But then again, it's going to be on your end to crack it. Is there any deadline for payment? Abhi, connect with the admissions team. Basically, the batch clan had to start from 13th, that is Monday. But due to some issues, the clan has been delayed by a bit. And I guess it's starting from 20th of December. So you'll have to complete the processes before that, before 20th of December, of course, to join into the clan. But then again, get in touch with the admissions team, and yeah, that will be there. To complete a game from beginning to end, which softwares are required? Subhashri Patnaik. Okay, Subhashri, you don't need various different types of softwares. Everything about building a game will just be shared by Malhar. After, if anyone has any queries, I'll take them or I'll hand it over to Malhar. I don't want to hold him off on the sidelines. I guess a lot of people are actually waiting to build their first project. So anyone, anything? Nope. Cool. I don't think there are a lot of questions. So Subhashis, I guess I'll hand over the mic to Malhar over here. Malhar, I'll just stop my screen share so that you can actually take over and start with the game building session for everyone.
Hey, hi guys. I hope my voice is clear. So I'm just gonna share my screen. So just give me a confirmation when you guys can see my screen, okay? Can you guys see my screen? Okay, I'm gonna share a link. So please, anyways, I'm gonna explain what is this and what exactly the document is all about. So please pay attention at the moment. So this document is very important. Like the link that I have shared to you is very important for overall project building, as well as submissions, as well as a registration process for the game development program. So please make sure that you are bookmarking this link somewhere, and then you are continuing to build the game whichever you want to build. So first of all, you can see there are 3 types of project here: beginner project, intermediate project, and expert project. As per your technical level, you can choose any one of them. We have helped you to understand like which project that you can choose. Like suppose you are already familiar with the programming language, suppose you are familiar with Python or any of the programming language, then you can go ahead and build your first game in Unity game engine. If you are totally new to the programming, you can pick up this rock paper scissor in C++ game. But if you are already experienced game developer, you have built some games in Unity game engine, then I will highly encourage to build the battle tank in Unity 3D game project, because this project is slightly advanced. We have covered code architecture, design patterns, how to build a scalable code, and all the stuff related to that. So yeah, like that's about it. I'm just gonna jump into the rock paper scissor in C++. So here you can see deadline is 12. You might think that this deadline is less, but as the difficulty of this project is very simple, like we have kept it a deadline for tomorrow itself. It is a hardly work of 3 to 4 hours at max. So yeah, like please follow the deadlines. I'm gonna just quickly click the rock paper scissor. Then you will see two assignments inside it: assignment 1 and assignment 2. I will quickly show what is in assignment 1. So you will get study material, you will get videos, you can watch them, you can make notes of it, and you can complete the task. As simple as that. So you will be watching the videos and you will be doing the task. Same goes for assignment 2, and exactly same goes for all the other projects as well. So just like it, you can access the assignment. So I'm just traversing back. So just go to the assignment submission. Here you can see all the instructions which are required for the assignment submission are already shared. There is small video as well how you will be doing the submission, then that can be also helpful for you. But yeah, like apart from it, here you can see we take LinkedIn submission, because Satnamji already shared we are very bullish on LinkedIn. You might ask why LinkedIn. Then you can just check out this link where you can see bunch of alumni, a bunch of current students are regularly posting on the LinkedIn, and they are sharing their development logs, that is called as devlogs as well. So some of them are currently working in some companies. You can actually connect with them, DM them, ask the review of Outscale if you want. That's totally fine. You can connect with anyone, and if you just search for Outscale, you will find bunch of the people who are currently students as well as alumni. So yeah, like that's why we are very bullish. Our students has experienced a lot of success by posting continuous devlogs. So we also want you should get into this habit as soon as possible. Then comes a small Loom video, means whatever you have developed, just create a small recording. Loom is nothing but a online video recording, screen recording software. You can use it without any installation directly from the browser. So go ahead and explore the Loom, what exactly the Loom is. And then goes the submission form. So here is the submission form. You can fill it, like this is a very simple. You just need to fill up your details, and you just need to hit on the submit with your LinkedIn post link. This is how you will be doing the assignment submission once you are done with your assignments. So just like rock paper scissor, if I go to the Mr. Blocks in Unity 2D, there will be exact same hierarchy here. You can get to know more about registration process as well in these pages. So yeah, like, but in Unity, you have to install the softwares as well, and all the installations are already shared to you. Again, there are videos, helpful videos. There are some fixes given to you as well. License issue, if you are facing some license issues, go ahead and click in this page, so you will not be stuck anywhere. So yeah, like only one thing is, if you are choosing to build a game in a Unity, then you need to do this software installations first, and then you can jump into the assignments. As simple as that. There are 4 assignments, and if you can see, deadline of Mr. Blocks is 13. And same goes for the Unity 3D. Here the assignments are pretty much advanced. If you can see here, like there are bunch of assignments which are pretty much advanced level. You can go ahead and explore that if you are already experienced developer. And but deadline for this project is 14th of the December. So yeah, like just like that, you will be picking any of the project. So this is the eligibility for joining any clan in the Outscale. Okay, so make sure that you are doing these projects very seriously. If you want to know more about registration process, go ahead and explore these pages. And yeah, like that's about it. Below that you will find our email. If you are anywhere stuck, if you need any help, you can email us at the admissions@outscale.com. And yeah, join our Discord community to stay on the top of the gaming. In our Discord channel, you can also post your doubts. We have 4,000 plus active game developers, so you can get the help from there as well. So yeah, like that's about it. I will wait. 5% people are here now. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. This is how we judge the severity, right? Like if you are serious or not. 95% game industry people are self-taught. Yeah, I slightly disagree, because when before starting to any game, like I was before joining Outscale, I was a student of I was actually student of my engineering college, right? So then I got an internship. I got my internship on my own. I created my portfolio. I put it to the web, and I cracked into it. But trust me, even after joining internship, there were tons of things. Those are like not clear to me, especially the advanced concept like design patterns, code architecture, flexibility, scalability, all those concepts. So I personally think it is very important to have the understanding, and it is important to have mentors to guide you. So yeah, that is my take. But yeah, like if you are pretty bullish on self-taught, then definitely you can try that. But yeah, 5% people are now here. Yeah, I have already answered that. Any questions on this document, guys? Yes, no, all clear. Everything is clear. I will just stop the screen share. I will share the link again. Yeah, any questions? Yes, no, everything is clear, guys. Can you just give me confirmation? Okay, any doubts? All clear? I will wait for few seconds. We have to complete this assignment on our own. Yeah, you have give like there will be a study material. Everything will be explained into those videos. You just need to watch the videos, and you just need to do the assignment, as simple as that. But yeah, like if you are stuck anywhere, you can email us at the rate admissions@outscale.com. And again, you can join our Discord community as well for the help, so we can help you. So like Unity, Maya, what other softwares to complete the game, from model to animation and programming? Okay, so for modeling, animation, different types of softwares are used. Blender is used for 3D modeling. Photoshop is used for 2D assets, as well as for animation. There are bunch of other softwares as well. Maya also used for animations as well as 3D modeling. So it is totally different. Like it is, first of all, it depends upon what you want to do. But yeah, like for building games, there are bunch of softwares like Unity, Unreal, Cosmos 2D, Love 2D as well. It is a very friendly and open web engine. But yeah, like there are many softwares. I don't know what was the exact question, but it totally depends upon what you want to do. It is not like that you can do everything in one software. For different goals, there are different softwares. Okay, any doubts, any questions related to the assignment submission and how to do the assignments? Everything clear, guys? How much PC configuration required? Pretty much i3, and i3 will definitely work for Unity. i3 and minimum of 4 GB RAM, so that should do the trick. And yeah, like if you want more detailed recommended as well as minimum software lists, just simply Google for the Unity software requirements. That will help you. But yeah, like i3 and 4 GB RAM are well enough from my end. Okay. I'm not seeing any doubts coming. I hope everything is clear. I'm just waiting for your submissions, guys. All the best. Really nice seeing you. Bye bye. Yes, it is fine. Yeah, it is fine. 2 GB graphics and i3 4 GB, it is fine. Yeah.